Hi, I'm Terry Painter, president of ApartmentLoanStore.com and BusinessLoanStore.com. Since 1997, we have closed over $1 billion in commercial, real estate, and business loans nationally. Today, I'm going to talk to you about what is DSCR, debt service coverage ratio, and why is it needed. Let's say you've spent months searching for the right apartment building to buy. When you find it, a 12-unit that you just know will take care of you in your old age, you are so excited about this property because it's in a good neighborhood, has beautiful original hardwood floors, and doesn't need much work. Better yet, it's also 100% chock full of tenants who've been there for years. You review 2 years of expenses given to you by the seller, and this raises your enthusiasm even more. Yes, there seems to be a good amount of money left over after all the expenses are paid. You have lunch with your banker buddy and pitch the deal to him. On a napkin, he does some math and shares it with you. Whoops. You find out that your loan payments are almost equal to the net operating income of the property. What? No profit? Well, if this gives you some heartburn, your lender is going to feel even worse after making this loan. After all, they are putting up most of the money and taking most of the risk. So it is fair to say that DSCR is the most important factor for a commercial lender to analyze the risk level of your business or commercial investment property loan. It is the DSCR that tells the lender that the net income is more than adequate to support the loan payments, and this of course gives them that margin of safety and you that margin of profit. The margin of cash left over, or for that matter not left over after your loan payments are made, is the debt service coverage ratio. Yes, it's possible to have a negative DSCR. Most commercial loan programs require you to have an additional 25 cents left over for every dollar of loan payment. This would be a 1.25 DSCR. Again, the higher this ratio, the lower the lender's risk. A loan on an apartment building that has an annual NOI, net operating income, of $146,000 and annual loan payments of $96,500 has a DSCR of 1.51 or 1.51 to 1. How is DSCR calculated? Well, if you have ever wondered why you had to take algebra, DSCR is basic algebra containing two knowns, annual net operating income and annual loan payments, and one unknown, the DSCR. NOI, annual net operating income, is gross income less all expenses. Annual debt service is annual loan payments, principal and interest. Annual net operating income divided by annual loan payments is the DSCR. Example, annual net operating income is $136,000 divided by annual debt service of $96,000 equals DSCR of 1.42. What DSCR, debt service coverage ratios, do lenders require? This ranges from a low of 1.10 for some SBA loans to 1.40 for general commercial properties such as a strip mall that might not have a good history of occupancy or short leases. Often, lenders will lower the rate if the loan-to-value LTV is lower and the DSCR is higher than average. Once the DSCR is set by the lender's underwriting guidelines, this is not negotiable, so don't even try. If your loan requires a 1.25 DSCR and your net operating income only supports a 1.24 DSCR, there is not going to be a loan at the size you want unless the lender is willing to decrease the interest rate. You can, however, take a smaller loan. This is why it is so important for you to determine the DSCR accurately. Here are typical minimum debt service coverage ratios for business or commercial properties. SBA loan 1.10 to 1.25, business loan 1.25 to 1.40, office 1.25 to 1.40, retail 1.25 to 1.40, apartment loan 5+ units 1.20 to 1.35, Self-storage, 1.25 to 1.35. How does DSCR affect the size of your loan? If you are like most commercial real estate investors, you probably want the largest loan possible. Here's a tip. Search for a loan program with the lowest DSCR requirement. To save time, you could consult with a commercial loan broker. It's simple math that the lower the DSCR required by the lender, the more you can borrow. Here's an example that's probably going to surprise you. You're shopping two different lenders for a $1 million loan on a 16-unit apartment building. Both lenders can lend up to 75% of the purchase price. Both lenders have the same interest rate, 4.75%, and the same amortization, 30 years. The property's net operating income is $56,338. Lender A requires a 1.25 DSCR and can lend you a maximum of $720,000. Lender B requires a 1.20 DSCR and can lend you a maximum of $750,000. Lender B will win this deal by lending you $30,000 more just because he has a lower DSCR requirement. So yes, finding a loan program with the lowest DSCR will in most cases increase your loan amount. Keep in mind that a lower interest rate and a longer amortization will also increase your loan amount. Again, this is Terry Painter, president of ApartmentLoanStore.com and BusinessLoanStore.com. I hope this video was helpful. If you would like to learn a lot more about commercial real estate investing, I invite you to go to our website, ApartmentLoanStore.com. Go to our education center where you will find over 100 articles covering everything from A to Z on commercial real estate.